guys, quickly before the video starts, be sure to give it a like to show that you support me and my channel. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/sheriff_VD for important updates. I also live stream at twitch.tv/sheriff_VD. If you guys are interested in that, go check it out. Links for all this are in the description, as well as other important things for you guys, such as ebooks and stuff along those lines. And Jesus Christ, don't forget to subscribe. Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Video back on me, Madden17, and today I got a play for you guys, and it's going to be called Deep Attack. Now, I think I might have showed you guys this play before, but this is a different setup, so bear with me. It's in the Carolina Panthers offensive playbook and the gun normal Y flex type. So we're going to go ahead and pick a Deep Attack and random defense. Setup for this play is super simple. All we actually want to do is slant our X receiver or our square if we're on the PlayStation. So we got to do that Y or triangle, X or square, right on the right stick, and then we have a slant. So what I'm looking at when I snap the ball is I'm immediately looking at my X receiver and my Y receiver. I'm looking at who's going to get open between those two. And if for some reason none of them get open, usually the only time one of them doesn't get open is if it's man coverage and they get bumped the right way. So none of them are going to be able to break open. Usually I'll look over at my RB and then my A receiver. So let's go ahead and snap this ball. We're actually going to see that the A receiver is the one that's going to get open the most right there. So that's who I hit deep down the field. So like I said, I look at my X receiver and my Y receiver first, though. So let's go ahead and go to the instant replay. So I snap the ball and I'm looking at my Y receiver. I can see that there's someone there to cover him, and I can see that there's someone there to cover my X receiver. So both of these receivers are both covered. I could probably bullet pass it into my X receiver, and especially right now I could bullet pass it in. But if I wait a little bit longer, I'm going to be able to get my, I think this is my A receiver over the middle of the field, or my Y receiver, something like that. I don't even know. But he's open over the middle of the field at deeper part. I'm going to be able to get more yards with him as well. So that's who I hit, and I'm able to get a bunch of yards. To get these sims set up, all we want to do is slant our X receiver and snap this ball, looking at our Y and our X receiver. I like the Y receiver there a little bit more because the X receiver made a good break on the wide receiver. So I'm going to go ahead and run it again, snap the ball, and this time I'm actually going to once again hit that out route, my Y receiver. Same exact setup, but I want to try and get my RB receiver involved, so I'm going to snap this ball. We're actually going to see he's going to be open, and the way that I like to hit him is as soon as he starts to break forward is when I usually hit him. But you got to have precise timing, because if you throw it too early, it's going to bounce off of his helmet, and it's not going to be too good. If you throw it too late, then he's going to lose all of his momentum. So what you want to do is as soon as he cuts forward, you guys can see he starts to cut forward. I start to throw the ball. That way he can catch it and get a nice little forward animation. To run this play again, slant our X receiver. I think my Y receiver is going to get open right here. That he is. My Y and my X receiver were both open, but I went ahead and went with the out route. That slant is always going to get you more yards for the most part if they're both open, the Y and the X receiver. But a lot of the times they'll try and hit the Y receiver first, just in case that X receiver runs into a big hit. I don't want anyone fumbling over the middle of the field. So this time I'm going to be hitting my RB receiver. You guys can see that was a perfect example right there, where as soon as he broke upfield with his route, I throw the ball and he's going to get a crap ton of yards because he's going to have that forward motion. So he breaks forward, and this is a curl route technically, so he's going to stop. But if you throw it before he starts his curl, he gets a good rack animation. You guys can see he's able to break off a couple of yards. We're going to slant our receiver again, snap the ball, and this time we're actually going to hit our slant, but there was a free blitzer over the middle of the field, so poor blocking. I don't think I was going to have enough time to be able to hit anybody right there. Once again, we got our slant open over the middle of the field. That time there's not someone screaming through the A gap, so we're able to get the throw off. Slant that X receiver. I think our X receiver is going to be open. Nope, it's actually our A receiver. Now, one thing that you got to be kind of careful of is your A receiver is running that corner route. Not the corner route, the break route over the middle of the field, whatever that is, that post route. So when you snap the ball, you can see the cut isn't as good as a normal one is, because I want to say they step into the inside first. Like, it's a weird sort of route, but you got to keep in mind that it is a tight end running that route, and you guys can see that the safety actually almost came in and undercut that route. So you got to be a little bit careful. You got to pass lead accordingly. I'm just going to go ahead and run the play one more time. Snap this ball, and I think I'm going to be able to hit my A receiver if I... And there you go. There's a perfect example. It looked like he was covered, but I passed lead to the left, and he's able to undercut the man who's playing coverage against him. So you guys can see, just like that, we pass lead to the left, and he goes from running diagonally to straight to the left, and because of that, he's able to do a good job of undercutting the guy on defense. That was a little bit of a tighter read, so I'm going to go ahead and try and hit a more open receiver this time. Got my slant over the middle of the field. Just going to go ahead and possession catch. Like I said, you got to be careful about receiving over the middle of the field because you don't want your receiver to get popped. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely give a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. It's going to be down in the description below. As always, guys.